The argument from consequences, also outcome bias. The major fallacy of logos, applying to logic, arguing that something cannot be true because if it were, the consequences or outcome would be unacceptable. Ooh. Example, quote, global climate change cannot be caused by human burning of fossil fuels because if it were, switching to non-polluting energy sources would bankrupt American industry. Fuck yeah. Or, quote, doctor, that's wrong. I can't have terminal cancer because if I did, that'd mean that I won't live to see my kid get married. End quote. Not to be confused with actions have consequences. Argument from consequences. Yeah, that I think
Join this one.
yeah, I feel like it really relates back to the question that you ask consistently, Bryce, which is, are you give this, it's an this or that. You probably know exactly the question I'm talking about. You've asked this question to me earlier in our 2-hour discussion. It was, would you prefer an inconvenient truth or a lie?
Comforting lie.
A comforting lie, yeah. And it's like, I think that this one really touches on the idea that a lot of people would prefer not without being given the explicit choice between the two. They often choose the comforting lie, and I think that it's like really goes towards that.
Yeah, this is a really big one. Which I think is a good one to leave off on, so we can digest it. And it's phrased so simply here, because argument from consequences is essentially, what is that phrase? There's a very famous argument for God, which is kind of like the worst argument for God, which is if I don't believe in God and there is no hell, then I'm good. But if I don't believe in God and there is a hell, then I'm screwed. But if I believe in a God and there is no hell, then nothing happens. I'm okay. But if I believe in a God and there is a hell, then I'm saved. So you might as well believe in God. That is the argument from consequence. That a lot of people will just believe in God because they don't want the possibility of going to hell. And that's fallacious. It's there's no reason to believe it. Pascal's wager. It's called Pascal's wager. That's the famous one. I heard that argument uttered to me in 2nd grade from a kid, and they thought that was a reasonable reason to believe in God. Even back then, I was atheist. I'm like, I don't think this God stuff. We're like, yeah, well, I don't want to go in hell, so you might as well believe just in case, is what a 2nd grader told me.
Yeah. That's just so interesting to me. There's a whole like really in-depth conversation to be had around that, but for another time.
Yeah. But yeah, that one's so big that like that'll bleed into a lot of other ones. But yeah, ponder that one. That's a good one to ponder and leave off on.
Oh, it's a super good one. Alrighty, Bryce. As always, greatly appreciate you. I am appreciative of our friendship. I'm appreciative of our time, our discussion, the qualities that you bring to my life, the qualities that your individual life brings to my individual life is just so awesome. It's so enriching. It's so beautiful. So I appreciate you. I appreciate your energy, your time, your grace, your kindness, your love, your dedication, your commitment. And as always, looking forward to this in the future and have a wonderful transition into the new year.
Yes, you too. Thank you so much. You say so many kind things. It's hard for me to reciprocate that, but it is all reciprocated. So there you go. Same to you.
Same to you. Well, it always has been. The words I'm offering, you're the least I can offer, because you have always reciprocated those things just through your consistent connection, consistent dedication to my life. But all I'm doing is I'm mirroring back to you the love and the kindness you've always provided me throughout our friendship. I'm just doing really sweet words where you have done it through action. So just know that you have been reciprocating. It's just that the way that I'm showing it to you is through words. The way that you have shown to me is through consistently showing up. So it's also a reflection to how wonderful the human you are.
I appreciate it. Awesome. All right, man. And I will see you next week.
Amazing. See you then.